Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Friday. Happy holiday weekend coming up. I am KP Carter, the Literacy Whisperer, and I am here with you today because I have some exciting news to share with you. Exciting news. Let me just invite some of my friends in. Hey, Dr. Sheila. Hey, Virtuous. Thank you. Please share the room with your friends. They're not going to want to miss this. We want everybody to get in on this. Oh, I see someone else. Hello, Tara. Just me, Tara. Hello. Hello. So while you're sharing out, let me just get comfortable here. Let me make sure I have the lighting right. Because I got my new book up there. That's what I'm going to talk about tonight. So, as I said, I am KP Carter, the Literacy Whisperer, and I am so grateful that you have joined me tonight. So, I have to share some wonderful news. I have a new book baby. Can you see it? Yes! Summertime with Lizzie B, second edition is live. It was born last Friday, last week, and I'm so happy to be able to share it with everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Virtuous. Thank you for your congratulations. And you know, this book is so dear to my heart. This second edition. You know, this book was initially, the seed for it was planted, well, actually the seed was planted over 30 years ago because I always knew I wanted to write. And when my sons were little, I had a really hard time finding books that had positive images of them, that they could see themselves in those books. So I decided, like a famous person said, if you don't find a book that you want, if it's not out there, then you have to write it yourself. And so that's what I did. I wrote the second edition of Summertime with Lizzie B. You know, I'm going to have to do something about these ring lights. That's maybe something, an invention somebody needs to come up with, where these ring lights don't reflect so much shine. But thank goodness for the ring light. You can see me. So anyway, in the second edition, I go a little deeper into helping children manage their emotions. And I bring in that family love and the close-knit Black community that many people do not think existed in the 1960s in Newark, New Jersey. Yes, I said it, Newark, New Jersey. I am a proud product of Newark, New Jersey. That's where I grew up. I wasn't born there. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn in the house. But from an infant, I was in Newark, New Jersey. And it was a wonderful place to grow up. I went to public school there and I loved it. But in the 1960s, the time when this book takes place, there was a lot of social unrest. There was turmoil. Much of what we see today, that's the thing that I bring out in this second edition. Much of what we see today was all around us in Newark, New Jersey in the 1960s. And when this book takes place, 1967, that summer, that was the summer of a major uprising in Newark, New Jersey. Those of you who are the history buffs out there who know this, that was time of civil rights era. And there were uprisings in major cities across this country. So I just wanted to have a fun book to show that kids still were kids. Kids still had fun, but there were things going on around them, and the adults took care of them and sheltered them so that they could live their happy lives. Lizzie is a fun-loving 8-year-old girl. She loves her family. She just happens to be from a divorced family. She just happens to live with her extended family. But that doesn't matter. That's what I want people to know. That children can see themselves who live in that situation, that their lives can be happy too. As long as you have love surrounding you and the adults taking care of you, your life is going to be a wonderful thing. Just like Lizzie B. Hayes. She was a funny girl. She loved learning. Lizzie B loves learning. She loves playing basketball. And she happened to go down south, South Philadelphia that is, during that summer of 1967 in Newark, New Jersey. I don't want to give too much of the story away. You're going to have to get a copy of the book to find out more about what happens with Lizzie B. Hayes. But she and her cousins, Shushu and Mookie, had a great old time in Newark, New Jersey, skating, blowing bubbles, and shooting hoops. They had a lot of fun. Their grandparents took care of them. And like I said, I want children whose parents are divorced to be able to see that, yes, that is your life. That is what's going on with your family. Hello, thanks for joining. But the adults are still taking care of you and still making sure that you have a great life coming up. And don't get me wrong, Lizzie, she wanted her parents to get back together. Yes, she did. But it wasn't what was happening for her at that moment. But that's okay. That's okay. I wrote this book to be a mirror so a child living through this experience could see themselves. Okay? And it's also a sliding door. You remember our books are to be mirrors and sliding glass doors because children can see out into the world and gain acceptance of each other by reading these types of books. So I hope that you will find out more about Lizzie B. Find out. And you know how you can get your copy? 2 ways. One is if you are in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, I'm going to be hey, Coach. I am going to be at the Urban Reader Bookstore right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is at 440 East McCullough Drive, Suite A130, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, tomorrow, Saturday, September 3rd, and it's from 1 to 3 p.m. Thank you for ordering your copy, and that's another way that you can get your book. Go on my website. The books are ready. I'll get your signed copy to you. All you have to do is order, and you will have a great time helping your child understand how to manage emotions, how to understand social events that are going on around them, helping your child make connections between the things that were going on in the 1960s. Some of those same things are going on right now. Okay? Some of those same things. But when you help your child make connections between those type of events, that develops their critical thinking skills. Okay? So you're going to want to get your copy. Either come on down to the bookstore tomorrow, Urban Reader Bookstore, 440 East McCullough Drive, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, between 1 and 3 p.m., or go onto my website and you can grab your copy there. Thank you for your good wishes. Everything, Michael, thank you so much for your good wishes. And I'm hoping that I will see some of you there, because I know some of you are in the Charlotte, North Carolina, area. Yes. Oh my goodness, Coach. I see that comment you made. So join me tomorrow if you can, if you're in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, because you're going to want to read more about this great girl, Lizzie B, and her family as they live in the 1960s, and you can see how things that were happening then, some of those same things are happening now. Social issues, what goes around comes around, some people say, many people say, and that is true. And we want our children to understand that if they understand what happened in the past, they can make an impact on the future, on the present, and in the future. So this is a great historical fiction chapter book for children ages 8 to 12. That's the reading level, interest level. But there are children older who have read this book when I had the original edition, and they really enjoyed the book as well. And this is just the first book in the Lizzie B Hayes series. I also have Lizzie B Hayes and the Great Camp Caper. That's the second book in the series. And I'm working on the third book right now, Lizzie B Hayes and the 7th Grade Secret. So, but for now, you want to get your copy of Summertime with Lizzie B Hayes, second edition, come on down to the Urban Reader Bookstore. I'll be looking for you. Hey, how are you? And I'm just thankful that you joined me tonight. Tell a friend. Share this with them. And until next time, I wish you love, laughter, and literacy. Hope to see you tomorrow. Urban Reader Bookstore, Charlotte, North Carolina, 440 East McCullough Drive, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Bye for now.